Hello fashion lovers, welcome to the Fashion Dance Stylista Moda. Today we'll be learning the drafting of three more sleeves. The first one is cap sleeve. To know the basic design ideas regarding, you please visit the sleeve portion of basic design ideas. You'll get the design ideas of the sleeve. This is a line which is on fold line, a straight line I have to draw. And I have to trace the basic sleeve pattern on this line. And the front. Right, I have not traced it complete because I don't need the complete pattern of this, because cape sleeve is a sleeve which is very small in size. So now what I'll do, I have to mark a point. This is AB. I have to mark a point C at the corner of armhole, this, and I will drop a perpendicular from this line to the fold line like this. Let's say this is point D. Now from point C we have to mark a point C dash which is of 1 inch. C to C dash 1 inch, and in the same manner I have to mark a point D dash which is 1 inch. D to D dash is equal to 1 inch, and I will join these two lines. Right. This is on fold, and this is the green line. This is cape sleeve. Clear? Now the second sleeve we'll see is petal sleeve. For petal sleeve we have to trace this pattern twice by keeping in mind which one is front and which one is back. But till or we can say for that we require the pattern of cape sleeve. So let me draw this. But all it depends upon the length of the petal sleeve which you actually want to keep. Here I am taking it at the length of 2 inches about. This is the center point that we have to mark here. Have you seen the difference? Have you noticed the difference? In other sleeves we do trace the sleeve on fold, but in this case I am tracing the sleeve opening, right? Because we require 2 pieces of sleeve in the case of petal sleeve. So I am tracing it again. But purposely I am marking the center line. Now first thing we have to do, we have to decide the length of the sleeve, because it varies, but generally it is less than of half. The half sleeve is of 6 inches, so petal sleeve is always less than of half sleeve. So I am taking it here 4 inches. So first we have to mark a point A, and then accordingly we'll mark a point B as A to B is equal to 4 inches, and I'll drop a perpendicular on both sides from this particular pattern. Right, same will do here. This is suppose C, and C to D I am taking it 4 inches, and I'll draw a perpendicular on the both side. Now our basic pattern is been prepared. Now we'll give the petal effect to this pattern. This is the front curve, this is the back curve. Okay, so what we'll do, on the front curve, on the back curve, we'll have a point approximately of 2 inches from point A. This will be A dash. A to A dash is equal to 2 inches, right? And if we have taken it on the back, so now we will take it on the front, half inch here, B dash, then B to B dash is equal to half inch, right? And now what we'll do, we will just join these two lines, right? And now we will give the shape to the sleeve. How? Like from here we'll start, join it with a smooth curve, right? And this and this. There is no fold line in the sleeve. There is no fold line in the sleeve. Thus we have prepared the one portion that is of front. This is front, and this is the grain line. Grain line is always a confusion in petal sleeve. Some people do create it on bias, that means this grain line, but I generally prefer to create on this line, because when you create it on bias, so it creates a ruffle kind of thing when you see when you stitch this. So it is always better to keep the grain line straight in the petal sleeve, as per my opinion, but it may differ from person to person, but this is the perfect way to create the petal sleeve. Now we'll do the opposite thing. Now we will take a line C to C dash on, before that we have taken it on the back, now we'll taking it on the front wala curve. So this is C to C dash is equal to again 2 inches, and D to D dash is equal to half of an inch. Again we'll do the same thing. We will just join these lines with the help of straight line, right? And now we will complete the second portion of the sleeve. See, with a smooth curve. Fine. This and this. This is back. Again, the green and no fold line. Now to make it clear, we have to cut this sleeve. One portion, and this is the second portion, right? Now we have to just give a notch in the center where it was a imaginary fold line, and here also to give a notch. Now while stitching the sleeve, you have to join the notch to notch, and you will get this petal effect like this. Fine. You have to just join this portion. Now this is a simple sleeve. This is the curve of the simple sleeve. You have to join the center to center, and you can stitch this thing to the armhole of the bodies, and you will get this petal effect. You don't have to stitch this, only stitch from this area, and you have to fold this area. You have to fold this area with a 1 foot seam, and this will be the, or in the garment manufacturing technique, when we'll make the videos on GMT, so we'll see the stitching of every sleeve which we are learning in drafting now, right? Now the next, which is ruffle sleeve. I'll continue on this paper only. Next is number 3, ruffle sleeve. Ruffle sleeve is a sleeve which is actually a straight band attached to the armhole, body's armhole, and create the impact of ruffle. Some people do create the effect of ruffle with the help of gathers, but this is not the actually ruffle sleeve, that is the gathered sleeve. So first we have to take a line of 6 inches. This is A, this is B, where A to B is equal to 6 inches, that means 1/4 of the chest. Our chest is 24 inches, divided by 4 is equal to 6 inches. So this is 6 inches. Here I am taking a 2 to 3 inch, depends how means the length of, how the width of sleeve you require. This is the, I'm taking it, let's say 3 inches, but otherwise 2 inches is sufficient sometimes. So this is C. So A to C is a square outline of 3 inches. It depends, or I'll write it 2 to 3 inches, right, as what you like. Then here I am taking a line of half to 1 inch. Half to 1 inch. Here I am taking it 1 inch, but otherwise you can take this half inch also. This is D. So B to D is equal to half inch to 1 inch, depends, right? And now you just have to join these lines like this. And now I have to give a smoothness, because nothing can be pointed in garments, so I have to give the curve to this particular line, right? Now the tricky portion is, this is the fold line and this is the grain line. This is the fold line because it will open. This portion will be attached to the armhole. The armhole is round, and when you will attach this portion to the armhole by stretching it, you have to stretch it little bit while stitching it to the this, like as just you attach the piping to any particular edge, right? And that way you have to join these two edges, so it will create the effect of ruffles. Automatically it will create the effect of ruffle like this, right? So this is about ruffle sleeve. This is the fold line in the ruffle sleeve. You have to open this like that only, because this is the portion which will attach to the front, and again this will be the portion which will attach to the back, and this is the edge which we have to fold or to picot or something, whatever you want to do. This is the ruffle sleeve. So in the next video we'll meet with some new sleeves. Most probably in next video we'll be learning about the Magyar sleeve, dolman, kimono, and the bat wing. These four sleeve will be covering in the next particular chapter or next particular video. Till then, bye bye and see you again. And really very much thank you for watching my channel, for watching this video, and for liking and subscribing my channel. Thank you very much.